Good morning. Today we're going to finish that driveway with Sergeant Mosman here.
Oh, yeah.
Stay 6 feet away from me.
Oh, Jesus.
So we've got my tractor loaded up here, my truck. We got our nice roll of fabric there. We're going to go get this done. We got stone coming at some point today, even though nobody seems to really know when, but it's coming. Something neat you guys probably never think about either. In your truck, when you're towing something heavy, you use this little button here, tow haul. That will change the way the transmission shifts, keep it in the power band a little better. When you slow down, it'll downshift, kind of giving you like some engine braking type action. It's not quite as good as like an engine brake in a big truck, but it works all right. So I'm going to tell you why it pays to shop around for stuff when you're doing a job. So we got this roll of fabric here for the driveway. Cheap. Like $100 cheaper than probably any other place out there. We couldn't really get anywhere closer. So typically these things come in a roll of what, 350 feet, 360 feet?
360.
So typically the roll is 360 feet, and what was the cost that everywhere else we went? It was about
$350.
About $350 for 360 feet. This roll is 430 feet and was $270.
Yeah.
Why would you pay $100 more for less stuff? I don't know. But the guys at Ferguson Waterworks in Clifton Park hooked us up.
Great people.
Good guys. Go see them. Go get some fabric or something, or pipes, or they sell fire hydrants. If you need a fire hydrant,
Yeah,
if you
Raking.
think if for some reason you need a fire hydrant, go there. They have them. They're in stock. It's great. Check them out, because we got the homie hookup on this stuff right here. If you guys remember from the other video how kind of rutted up and crappy this driveway is, we're gonna take this tractor of mine and try to cut the center out of this, because it's a good couple inches, and it's all like pine needles and sticks and stuff. So I'm going to try to cut that out. We'll get it leveled out a little bit, and then we're going to roll our fabric out, and at some point today stone's going to be coming, and we'll spread that out. We're going to do about 4 inches thick like we talked about. It's going to be a lot of back and forth work with the tractor, but hey, it beats a wheelbarrow, that's for sure. Stay tuned. Get out of there. All right. Go to the first one there. Oh, back her up. I meant the other first one. Yep. Go back. There we go. Bingo. So, I'm going to level this driveway out with the York rake. I don't know if you can see that thing, but oh yeah, there we go.
This looks really good.
This looks real good.
Yeah.
So driveway's.
I just finished rake the end.
Yeah, it'll be good. So the driveway's raked out. Looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go ahead, grab the fabric, and roll that out, and we should be good to go for stone whenever that shows up. So. Yeah, don't cut yourself. So this roll of fabric's like super duper heavy and awkward to move, but this is something you should think about when you're laying this out. Lay it so that you can just roll the roll down instead of having to like pull it off the top. Make your life easier. So we've got it going the right way. We just got to slide it over to the driveway, but this is the way you want to do it. It makes life so much easier. So this is a 12-foot roll, and the driveway is about 12 feet wide. So we're gonna roll this thing down all the way to the end. We're gonna have to double it up a little bit down there because it's wider, but we'll get laid all the way out, and then we'll turn around, come this way, and get the whole thing covered. So this is a 12-foot roll, and the driveway is about 12 feet wide. So we're gonna roll this thing down all the way to the end. We're gonna have to double it up a little bit down there because it's wider, but we'll get laid all the way out, and then we'll turn around, come this way, and get the whole thing covered. All right, so that's laid out over there. Now we're gonna do the other side here. we'll get our straight edges done, and then we'll kind of just fill in the middle with whatever we got left. We should have more than enough. This is like a 400-foot roll, and the driveway is only 160 feet?
160, yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember exactly. So here we go. Let's roll it out. Ready? We're going to use the precise foot rolling method here. This is a widely renowned method. So I've seen guys do this with an excavator, and they'll actually like park on the end of it with the excavator and have a dump truck dump stone behind them, and they'll turn around, scoop it, lay it out here, level it, and then roll the fabric out with the bucket on the excavator, which is a pretty cool thing. We don't have an excavator, so we're not going to do it that way, but you could. And you don't really need super complex equipment to do a job like this. I mean, I've just got this little tractor, but you can get it done. You don't have to make it hard. All right, so we're gonna tailgate spread this as best as possible. This stuff's really wet, truck driver's telling us, so we'll see what happens here. Stay with him up there and let him know when to pull forward. It's against the tailgate.
Huh?
It's against the
tailgate.
All right, so loadstone's here. Scooping it. We're going to start here right by the edge of the garage. We'll work backwards. I'm going to put this thing on time lapse so you guys can just watch. right, so our second truckload finally came. We spread it out. We got a couple thin spots. Here's what happened. When we calculated our volume for stone and we turned that into how many truckloads we needed, the truck can only hold so much weight. I think he said 20 tons. It's been super rainy out, so all this stuff's super heavy. He couldn't get a full load on the truck. So unfortunately, you pay for that because they sell this stuff by the ton. So we got shorted a little bit in volume, so we had to spread it real thin. There's a couple spots that aren't quite as thick as we'd hope. So we've got it spread out. We're going to have to get some more stone, but right now he's got a pretty solid looking driveway. I mean, it's a lot better than it was. And, you know, we use just this tractor, no fancy equipment, no big bulldozer or anything, just this little 30 horse Ford tractor. And we got the job done. So remember, you don't always need this gigantic excavator or bulldozer to get the job done. Sometimes you just need your brain and something, a couple bucks and, you know, a couple burgers on the grill over there, and spread this stuff out. Look at that. Not too bad. Much better, right? Remember, guys, wash your hands.
And remember, the Army National Guard is always hiring.
They are. Apparently, they are essential, right?
Essential. Very essential.
Essential.
Working from home. But, yes, bonus is still on the table. College is still on the table. We're still hiring. I'm just working from home. Let me know.
So if you need an essential job, he's your guy. Get at him.
Hey guys, Beach here. I want to take a minute and talk to you about this Ford tractor we used in the video. This Ford tractor is a model 1920, and Ford had a bunch of these 20 series tractors. They're all the way down from like a garden tractor size, all the way up to the 1920, which this is the largest 20 series tractor they made. They made these things from, let's see, like 1987 up to 1999 under the Ford name. And then they continued after that from 2000 on as a New Holland. They were the same tractor, but instead of Ford, they said New Holland. Now these things have a 4-cylinder Shibaru. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Shibara. I think it's Shibara. Shibara diesel engine, no turbo. Makes about, I don't know, 32, 34 horsepower maybe. Real strong running engine. Actually, the whole tractor is made by Shibara in Japan. So it says Ford, but it's actually a Japanese tractor. And they're super reliable. They're pretty popular. This one's kind of had a little bit of a hard life. You can see the fenders are beat up a little bit. It's got some hydraulic oil leaks. Some of these hoses are bad. This ram leaks pretty good. So we're gonna do another video that we're either gonna repack this cylinder or we might just replace it because the ram is a little pitted, and putting new seals in it, it's not really gonna do anything. It's just gonna keep leaking. More about this tractor. I think it's about a 1996 model. I'm not really 100% sure what it is, but from what I can tell, it's probably around mid-90s, 1996. This has an optional front-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, MFWD. If you bought one of these with no options, they were two-wheel drive, no loader, nothing. They were pretty stripped down, basic things. This has the optional 7108 loader and mechanical four-wheel drive. It's a 3-point hitch in the back with a Pt.2. This has about 2,900 hours on it, which seems like a lot, but again, remember this thing is like, 24 years old, so not super terrible. The guy that had it before us used it pretty much just for mowing fields. So this thing spent a lot of time just driving around a field, not really working too hard. It's got awesome tires on it, but it's starting to show its age. The seat's starting to fall apart, and it's not the foam or the cover so much, but the metal backing to it is just rotted, so it's almost flat. It's like sitting on a bench. It's not really super comfortable. That needs to be replaced. But other than that, the thing works great. It doesn't like to start when it's cold. I don't think the glow plugs are working, which is kind of a shame. So we've got a snow blower for it. I like to use that in the winter to snow blow my driveway, but it's kind of a pain to start. You got a fogger with a little bit of ether, or I probably just ought to go and replace the glow plugs or figure out what's going on. But again, that's the Ford tractor. Saw in the video. It's a good machine. I would definitely get another one of these. I wish they still made them. They just don't make tractors like this anymore. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and click that subscribe thing. It's probably somewhere over here. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. Remember to wash your hands, and we'll see you next time.